Hello and welcome to my kitchen. So this morning I went down to my allotment plot and I harvested all of these San Marzano tomatoes. And I also harvested this huge trug of all sorts of different varieties of tomatoes. I've got cherry tomatoes, I've got beefsteak tomatoes, you name it, it's in here. I mean, just look at the colours, that is so gorgeous. It's so heavy as well. There's so many tomatoes in here. What am I going to do with all of them? So today I'm going to be freezing all of my tomatoes and I'm going to be freezing them whole, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So first of all, you've got all of your harvested tomatoes and you need to give them a good wash. So I'm going to pop these into some water in my sink. Isn't that just a lovely sight? So I'm going to give these a really good wash in here. Wash them of anything that's on the skin. I'm just checking them over to see if there's any bad bits on them. And if they're all okay, I'm just going to put them on my drying rag on a tea towel to dry, because you want them nice and dry before you freeze them. So after just a few minutes, I've got a drying rack full of tomatoes ready for the next stage. And to one side, I just put the few tomatoes that had some bad bits on them. And what I would suggest doing with them, and what I do, is I just use them in recipes over the next couple of days. I wouldn't bother taking the time to take the bad bits out and freezing them. I would just use them fresh as they are. These tomatoes are pretty dry. I will just go over them with a towel and just make sure they're all really dried off. So what I like to do with any sauce tomatoes, so anything like this, the San Marzano or anything that is good for sauces, I like to just take both ends off and then I freeze it like that whole with the skin on. All I do with this type of tomato is I take the top off, and if there's any of the core left, I just take that out, just like that. So you're left with a flat end and nothing's left on there. And then I just take the bottom off, and there you have your tomato ready to freeze. And what I do is I use anything I've got. So at the moment I've got these freezer bags. I do use the reusable ones as well, but I try not to worry too much about it. I just use what I've got. And I just pop that straight in the freezer bag. Now, depending on the size of your family, will depend on the amount of tomatoes that you freeze in one portion. I'm a family of 4, so there's myself, my husband, and our 2 kids. So I find that 6 to 8 of these San Marzano tomatoes are absolutely fine for a portion for us. Once they're in the bag, all I do is I try and do them as flat as I possibly can, depending on the bag you're using. Depends on how flat you can get them, but that's pretty good. They're in sort of one layer there. I try and make sure there's enough room for expansion for after they're frozen. Less air as possible, and I just tie them up like so, and that will just go in the freezer just like that. And I'm going to show you exactly what they look like when they come out frozen. So this is inside my freezer, and I've got a lot of tomatoes that I've already started freezing from harvests from the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to pop the latest bag down to freeze, and I'm just going to show you this bag which is already frozen and how I would use them. So once you've taken them out of the freezer, your tomato is nicely frozen, just like this. And like I said, I've just taken the tops off each side and the skin is still on there. Now, this is completely personal preference on whether you leave the skin on or not. That tomato is absolutely fine now to be used in a recipe. So I would use that in maybe a pasta sauce or something. I'd just cook them down and maybe whiz them up with whatever herbs I'm using for a simple pasta sauce. You can put them in stews. You can use them as normal, as a normal tomato from frozen. If you don't want the skin on, all you have to do is you can just run them out under some cool water, like so. You can just leave them out for a few minutes until they start to soften, or if you're in a rush, you can do it this way And that skin, as you can see, will just peel right off. So once you've got a bit, you would then just literally peel the skin off. And it comes off really, really easily. So that is personal preference. So you don't have to take the skin off. Some people freeze them like this, and then they run them under cool water, and then they peel the skin and they put them back in the freezer bag so that then they're ready for a recipe straight away. I personally just leave the skins on because whatever sauce I'm making, I do tend to whiz up. So the skin just get whizzed up anyway, and there's a lot of goodness in the skin, but it is completely up to you. So I'll be doing all of the sauce tomatoes exactly the same way. I'll be chopping off the ends. With tomatoes that are more rounded, sort of like your salad tomatoes or your beef tomatoes, any other type of tomato, I do slightly different, but I still freeze them whole. So with the next batch, I will be washing them all in the sink like I did with the last ones, but just to show you this one, I've just washed it. I use a serrated knife just to get this core out. Now, there are little gadgets you can get to get these out, but I just use what I've got. So I use this serrated knife and I just cut around that core like that, take that out so there's no core in there, and I freeze that tomato like that. So I've just done this one as well. I just freeze them like that. So I'll just show you again with this one, and I would do all of these the same. I just wash it, go round with my serrated knife. All the cores are very different. So these rounder tomatoes, they're quite deep, so you need to go quite deep. But you can just go round and pull them out, and then there's no core in there. And that is ready to freeze. So I'll probably make up another 5 or 6 in each batch and freeze them in the bags like I did the other ones. So you don't have to do it like this. You can just freeze them all together. But I like doing the sauce tomatoes separate from the other ones because I would probably use them in different recipes, but that's my preference. You can freeze them in batches like I've done. You can do them in smaller batches if you've got a smaller family, or bigger batches if you've got a bigger family. It's completely down to you, but this is just how I do it. So I hope you found that helpful today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.